This is Laurie. Laurie is feeling uneasy. There are butterflies squirming in his stomach. This is because on his way home from school last week, Laurie found a glittering silver box lying on the grass. Curious, he picked the box up. It had brightly coloured buttons and spinning dials that displayed a series of numbers. With surprise and delight, he realised that it was a time machine. Now sitting alone in his bedroom, Laurie has been thinking about where in time he would like to travel. After teaching his class about how Aboriginal people came to Australia 60,000 years ago, he is curious about other time periods of Australian history. He decides that he wants to learn about what life was like in Australia in the 1800s, 200 years ago. With as much courage as he can muster, Laurie presses down on the big green Go button. Wind whips through his hair as his room begins to fade, and Laurie shuts his eyes in fear. Suddenly, Laurie's nostrils are filled with an overwhelmingly putrid smell. Although he doesn't know it, there were no sewerage systems in the 1800s. Consequently, animal droppings, old food, and dead rats littered the streets, making them smell terrible. Now, Laurie can smell these disgusting odours. It is nothing like the crisp, clean air back home in the 21st century. Laurie slowly opens his eyes. In front of him lies a wide, dusty street. A horse trots towards Laurie, pulling behind it a man in a cart. Cool, Laurie thinks to himself. Cars had not been invented by the 1800s, nor planes. To travel to different places, men and women rode horses and took trains. I guess you couldn't travel very far if you lived in the 1800s, Laurie deduces. Laurie is feeling a little bit sick now from the bad smells in the street, so he decides to explore the shop closest to him, a grocer. We still have grocery shops like Woolies in the 21st century, Laurie exclaims excitedly. But our grocery shops look very different to this one. The shop is painted white and has 2 big windows at the front and a chimney on top, puffing smoke from a wood fire. Unlike in the 21st century where skyscrapers tower overhead, there weren't very many shops in the 1800s, and they weren't very big. Peering through the window, Laurie watches a man and woman do grocery shopping. The man is wearing loose trousers called pantaloons, a long-sleeved shirt and a coat with a tail. On his feet are boots, and on his head is a top hat. Laurie laughs. He has never seen someone wear a top hat before.